Man.
In the hedge, you know what I'm saying? Jake broke the hedge, so they're gonna get that haragma. They're gonna be open, wide open to just receive and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna read it again. Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. He that diggeth the pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him.
Escape from the lion.
I got it right here. This is Amos 5 and 18. All right, it reads, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord."
Yeah, it said discretion. I tell you, because you desire the day of the Lord. We brought that out yesterday. Job 31. Yeah. It should be according to thy mind. You know, a lot of people got emphasis in certain things about how the earth going to end and how the world going to end and who's going to be saved. All right. But it said, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. All right? Why? Because
that's how we're going to be. We're going to have water and chilling.
That's what the say. They say they should envy you, but they said do nothing. They ain't going to be able to touch them.
Yeah, niggas will be looking for deer, we going to be eating leaves. Figuring shit out.
That's right. Moving according to the Spirit.
Niggas going to be passing up leaves. They ain't going to know what to do.
Ain't fast, they don't know how to, be patient.
They don't know how to go without. They're like Edomites. Basically, the spirit of Esau is on them to where they'll give up their blessing to eat, but instant gratification. That's why Paul said, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who let the bitterness of hunger led him to say, fuck it. What good is this bird? You know what I'm saying? I'm could have died. Nigga, you could have waited.
That's what God. That's good. Just like you niggas, y'all worship, like it says in Romans, worship the preacher more than the friend. That's it. You give it to the lust of this flesh over what the Lord has told you to do.
So woe to you that desire the day of the Lord, and woe is destruction. Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Exactly. All right. So when the Lord comes, what position you going to be in? All right. Is you going to be delivered, or you going to be destroyed? All right. And by your action, it's going to be proven. You out here, if you're trying to seek the Lord, all right?
Scriptures also saying that the Lord will reward every man according to their work. So it's just like, damn, what is your daily sacrifice look like during our grace period?
Dang. That whole grace period.
That's some bullshit.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
There you go. Ain't no sunshine when she gone. So in wisdom, when the Lord takes the prophets off the corner, all right, our YouTube, it's over with. All right?
That's when Ezekiel 9 and 4 take place. Those angels that were given to me to smite.
Yeah.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yeah, so you might escape, the hunger. You might escape,
You find an abandoned house. Shit, beans. You know what I'm saying? YouTube video on how he remember how the YouTube video told him how to open beans without a can opener. Eat the beans. You look up and an Elamite, a crazy bugged out Elamite got a gun to your head.
Right.
They showed it in the movie.
Yeah, them his beans.
I don't have that, man.
That ain't materialized. Throw your ass in the dungeon.
You ain't gonna, you can't win.
Eat your ass.
Go ahead.
Continuing on. All right. As if Amos 5 and 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house, leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Basically, you can't escape the Lord's judgment.
Exactly. Constant terror.
Hey, like you said, that birth pain, you can't escape it.
You can't catch your breath. She can't catch your breath when the contractions start happening. It ain't no time out, but it ain't no time out.
Yeah, ain't no time out. Nah. That's why the Lord said, who can turn it back? No one. You got it.
Verse 20. I was whooping my son the other day because he was bullshit. He said, time out, Dad.
He didn't watch the save. He watched the Saved by the Bell or something. That means you turn his ass.
Yeah, when I read it, I was like, man.
He said, time out.
Hold on.
Hey, you get your ass whooped, call the time out. That's human nature.
Amos 5 and 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in
Yeah,
it?
because people got the wrong perspective of how the Lord comes. Especially Christianity. It comes with love, light, host of heaven like a whirlwind.
When he came gentle like a lamb, y'all killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You crucified him when he came into the lamb.
He said, let his blood be upon us. It's about to be on you.
You know?
So just imagine how you come from that.
Yeah.
It's the same generation. Oh, you niggas fucked up.
Crucify him, yeah, you gotta pay that back. You know?
And that's why we don't get bent out of shape when 2/3 of these people don't get it. They're just like, oh, that's his line.
Right.
It's your line to get destroyed.
Cool. Oh, you one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had the red balloons out here for you.
Lord gonna start popping balloons on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All y'all.
Man, you know we don't there.
I got one.
Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 9:9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
That's beautiful. Hey, you started
Yeah, the days are coming where hey man, all of these words
Yeah, I
you're
know
speaking,
what I'm saying, man.
they weren't meant to just, they ain't gonna just fall on you.
It's not
They're gonna come to pass. They're gonna produce something in the earth.
These aren't threats, these are promises. The Lord has made.
Yeah. And only the Lord can make that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is His will. It's not our will.
Right.
You know?
2nd Ezra 9:5. For like is all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, and everything is starting to be what? Everything is starting to come to fruition. All right, everything that was written. That's why when you go to 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, it says, speak down the ears of my people, the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth. All right, why? Because we speaking is the Lord's word is favor and truth.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
You said that the all things is at hand. Verse 6 it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
We're seeing the effects of signs associated with what's written in prophecy. Yeah, you got wars, rumors of wars, niggas losing their mind, complexity. The Lord that gave everybody a phone to go live. So everything's live. People crying live. People getting their ass shot in the ass live. Riots live. Everything's live. People complaining about they can't pay their rent. The Lord did this for a reason. So these are the effects associated with prophecy. Remember in Ezekiel 12, Jake said the vision, the effect of your vision keeps failing. Well, now we're living in a time where the effect is coming in. You're seeing it. It's producing.
This is scripture that says it's that whole power.
Yeah, that's it.
He's gonna call that Proverb 6.
Verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works
There you go.
and by faith.
There you go. You gotta have both.
That's right.
You can't be a fucking Christian. You know, church people.
Antichrist. Anti-messianism.
Right.
Yeah, they put ism on every guy.
Right.
Anti-messianism.
You can't be like them, you know, because what the scripture says in that mind, with their mouth, but their heart is my purpose. And they honor the Lord with their mouth, but do they do the deeds of the Lord? No. You know, but faith can't have faith without works, can't have works without faith. You gotta have both, man.
Right, and it goes beyond the keeping of the laws, but you got to think, to be obedient through Jacob's trouble, you're going to have to keep some laws.
Yeah.
There's going to be certain, you're going to have to keep the law in certain
you just
situations.
can't do.
There's certain things, you know.
Like you mentioned a second ago, there's gonna be some time that go by when you haven't eaten.
Yeah.
And then the first thing that's gonna be presented is gonna be something unlawful.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I guess you gotta
You know what I'm saying?
gotta stay stiffly for the things.
You know, just like you said, somebody cooking a raccoon, you gonna know to stay away from it. Oh, no, that's a raccoon. I'm gonna wait on the Lord.
Jay got a big ass pork shoulder.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They smoking it on the grill. They have a good on time, but it's unlawful.
Is that lawful?
They first meal, they first meal is that. Our first meal is gonna be something lawful. You know what I'm saying?
Them
We better
same
wait
people
it
you
out.
come across with that pork shoulder, you see them the next time they all dead.
Yeah.
They had got some kind of disease. And
Yeah.
they couldn't.
That's
Like,
really
they
awesome.
don't have
Water, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be that type of action.
Yeah, so you're going to have to keep the law.
Yep.
I mean, we know the law don't save us, but there's a behavior and and a standard the elect are going to be walking with as we get through this. And when they, don't you present yourself to the elect? They're going to be like, hell no. Right. You know, so anything that's associated with pissing the Lord off, okay? Hey, you go. Hey, faith without works is dead.
Right. I'm lawfully no matter what.
Which is all tied to the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord refrains you from doing particular things.
Right.
That leads to peace in the earth. And just think if everybody feared the Lord. You wouldn't have all this crime. You wouldn't have all this wickedness.
Right. You wouldn't even have courage.
Right. Sin and iniquity leads to all hell.
Oh yeah.
Now back to it real quick. This is Sirach 17:25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. Didn't say you wasn't going to offend at all because we in his flesh. But you're seeking to offend less.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, and then taking the haraka, that's a sin.
Right.
So it's going to be your keeping in obedience to the law that's going to keep you from taking the haraka. Because why would you allow a man to put a device inside of you to you know, you got to be willing to say, I'd rather just go back to the spirit world.
You've been surviving without it.
Yeah.
You committed adultery. You got to be that woman that cried out.
Right.
You're supposed to be the woman that fought back, right? There's no blaming the woman if she fight back.
Right.
But if she don't fight back, her and that man
Complicit, right? Because if they're telling you you can't eat, you can't do this, you can't do that, as they set up this digital ID system, there's going to be particular things you're going to have to do in order to be entered into that system. And a lot of these things are going to be centered around, because there may be a time when we spending the digital money. There may be a time, you know what I'm saying, but we know there's going to become a time we're going to have to put this world fully on. Right. When they tell you you got to put this in you and that, we're going to be like, nah. We're going to have to lean on the Lord.
I'd rather obey the Most High
rather than men.
Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you.
There's people that are going to allow these people to put a device in them.
Right. Yep. Willingly.
Willingly. They don't say, well, just put it in me.
Yep.
Could you imagine that?
Man.
A device in you, these Satanists got that type of power over you?
Biometric. Yep.
That means you totally gave in.
That's it. Yep.
Their connection to the Lord is completely cut off. And all of our forefathers, they had the spirit on them to where I'd rather die than
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right. You know, I'm thinking about that Memphis.
Yeah, you already know.
That's why I say Isaiah voted him to go down to Egypt with him.
Yep.
Discretion.
That's right. Trust in the shadow of evil.
There you go.
That's right.
And not trust in the Lord.
The remnant are set up, were born into the earth to separate, to say no. They're no longer going to lean upon the powers that be, that smote them. This is why we're not out here on a black kick. We're not out here on any of this thing that's totally spiritual.
Right.
The Heavenly Father has raised up his men in these latter days to promote a mindset of being prepared for the kingdom in the remnant. And they're going to know we can't lean on this guy.
Can't trust him.
Look at what these people have done. Look at the history of what has happened. Yeah, this track record.
Never trust on him.
You gonna trust him at the very end?
Right.
Absolutely not.
He's meant to not be trusted. Scripture tell you that, right?
Never
It
trust
said,
thine enemy.
trust not thy enemy. What?
Right.
Bro, to this day, Charlie Brown still haven't kicked that ball.
It said never trust thy enemy, because so as earn rusted, so is his wickedness.
You know?
Yep. People don't think they have it. But your government is getting ready to show you.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Whether it's Kamala or Trump. All right, which if you voting for Kamala, something's wrong with you mentally.
You
I will
psychologically,
say that.
you got a
Both
mental
of them are
disorder.
assholes. But God, Kamala?
Really?
Man.
You're
just-
8-year-old, they can have sex change. If you're down with that agenda, you're totally anti-Messiah.
Yeah.
But that's what these two parties are set up to do. Get you to forget about the Lord. Here it is, they swear in on the Bible, but they ain't talking about nothing in the Bible.
Right.
Or you got the people over there in Israel.
Yeah.
Here it is, they don't believe in the scriptures. They don't talk about the scriptures until it's time for war.
Justify wickedness.
They haven't used the scriptures to set up a righteous moral code in the earth that teaches order and responsibility. People are just running rampant. People don't tie sex to family and legacy.
Generation, yup.
People sex is just a pleasure. It's a freak
Yo, it's
off.
casual. It's a casual play.
One big
Recreation.
You just do what you want.
Yeah, any freak off, yeah.
But if a righteous standard was set in the earth that was truly biblical, you wouldn't have all this confusion.
We mentioned that some months ago. We said if it was written in the law to where the father had to be involved with the courting of the daughter, it would cut out so much adultery. A lot of niggas would be in jail, and they go to jail. It would cut out just that one thing, man. It would cut out so much wickedness in earth.
That's all you got in Babylon.
Some more of this, but
No, hit it.
Second Ezra 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
Escape what? Escape the fire. Escape the hell. You know? You got these Christians talking about they saved. Saved from what? But the scripture say, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved.
Right. They saved from the law. So they think that they can do what they want to do.
Exactly.
You know?
Blessed, highly favored.
Supposed to do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Treat the Lord as a genie in a bottle. He come to your back and you that person, you know, it don't work like that.
His own little box. My
Right.
Jesus, my God.
No. Sweet Jesus, sweet baby Jesus.
Right. Got it.
It says, and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I've sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Woo. One to the elect.
Yep.
One of those that were written in the book of life.
Yep.
They were sanctified from the beginning. You have a shot put the prayers up for.
Set
Right.
apart, cleansed.
Uh-huh.
To win. They were handpicked from the beginning by the Lord to actually to make it. But there will be a way that they walked. There will be a way that they conducted themselves on the earth to get to the end. That's going to be, under Yahweh's blood, it's going to be a justification for them to get delivered from the destruction.
Right.
And that should humble you, that your only chance is really to be handpicked predestination.
That's right.
We can't save ourselves.
Exactly. What I said, we make that call in the election sure.
That's
Give
right.
diligence.
Give diligence. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Got it.
Verse 9, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
There you go. They're going to be in pitiful case. All right. Just how, like a nigga go to court, they ain't got no lawyer, they get a public defender.
Oh man,
Pitiful case.
Right.
You could have got 2 years. You got a fucking public defender. You got 25 to life.
your public defender, he wearing moccasins in the court.
Yeah. Right before his lunch break.
He wearing
Yo,
Crocs in
man.
court.
Your life on the line. This
Bro,
is like nation.
that's how niggas gonna be. They're gonna be a pitiful case, man. All right? When shit hit the fan. No savings, no protections, no head, no shit.
Right. Just like at the time of Noah, from the time Noah went out preaching and got that vision, that was grace. Grace was from the time Noah got the vision and went out warning and building to the time the rain came. When the rain came, what happened? The people who abused their liberty, they were drowned.
The Lord fastened that heart too.
Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? The people who are indulging in all of these rebellious ways, basically doing the same thing that we see being done here. Now we're blurring the lines. There's no gender. People are just doing what the hell they want.
I'm gonna love who I want to love.
Clearly, there's a male and female. We're arguing about that.
Why is that?
We're at a point in time in life where that's a question.
America's just a clown show, man.
That's a question. And then we these people are marching around to just, I'm non-binary. What do you mean? You're not a slug, nigga. You're a human being.
Exactly.
You're a man and she's a woman.
That's
And
simple.
both have very important roles, all right, for the earth to flourish, man. But when you start to blur those lines and say we can do what the hell we want to do, no, look at the confusion it leads to. Now the children are afraid.
Oh yeah.
And people will walk by and say we crazy, but you got right now children are being molested.
Oh yeah.
In schools being taught ideologies, being taught how to masturbate. What are you doing? But we're crazy.
They always gonna miss it, but they never get found.
An 8-year-old child in California can say, I want to be the opposite sex outside of their father and mother's judgment.
Yeah, they
And then they could go tell the people my mom and dad won't allow me to do. They'll take the child. Are you crazy? An 8-year-old doesn't even, they don't know what the hell they want to do. And they're looking at TikTok and all these things all day, so they're being engulfed with this ideology, so they become curious at some point. They don't know what the hell is going on.
You got babies walking, saying, "Oh, but that's supposed to be a man." Like, the birds as hell.
Yeah, 6 foot man. 6'8". I was in Seattle. This dude had to be 6'8". Looked like he had 8 sacks. You put him in the game, he'll get 8 sacks in one game. He got a big Adam. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Unisex bathrooms all in the airport. Yeah.
Studs and shit.
You go to Atlanta, it's like that everywhere in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But these are the ramifications